It's tea time. It's tea times, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, germs and germats, germ. Anyway, yeah. So we are now gonna do our final. Who's belongs to this? Perfect. Final installation, part 3 of the Broisode saga. Broisode saga through tea.
Return of the Jedi.
Return to the Broisode. So we're actually doing technically one of these is a 2013 tea, but it's made with 2003 material, and that is the Xiaguan Love Forever paper tong on the right, and then on the left is the Nanqiao. How do you pronounce it, James?
Nanqiao Double Alliance.
Thank you. Double Alliance, 2005, and yeah. So these are going to be older teas. These are kind of hitting that cusp point where now moving forward, they're probably not going to change a ton. They'll improve maybe slightly, but they're pretty ready, one would hope at least. Yeah. So I have 1 cake of the Deuter on the left here that I got from Teas We Like, and have 2 tongs, 14 cakes of the one on the right. Wow. So if that's any indication about these teas,
you probably don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the one on the left I also really like, but it is pretty pricey. About 3 times as much. So, but I like the one on the right quite a bit. We're gonna give this a solid rinsing here. So yeah, we did just to catch everyone up. We did a 2025, 2022 material, 2015, 2013 material, and now we are going into the aughts. Yeah. So what do you guys think so far? Fill me in, banter, boys. Come on.
Well,
we got a vamp.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I to recap, kind of the first ones were very familiar tea flavors, you know, a little bit green, a little bit oolong. The last ones got into a little more, as I described it, briny and like campfirey, respectively. And so now we're hoping to get into more of the, you know, aged, unfamiliar territory, at least as compared to other teas.
Yeah. All right. Seems exciting.
So I think last time one of us described one of the teas as a little bit incensey, non-champa, and this one is, I would say, in that category.
I would agree.
100%.
Very
yeah,
I think that's
110%. It's like the key note.
Yeah.
And then maybe barbecue also.
Yes.
Noted.
Yes. Yeah. Like barbecue chips.
Dude, yeah, absolutely a banger tea. And then this one is again similar age range-ish, but hoping to contrast in some of the notes.
Yeah.
And again, trying to understand, are there high notes in these teas? Do they come through 20 years, 25 years later, right? Do these teas just transform into low-end flavor, into going from grass to hay to wood?
Right.
I don't know how to describe that one other than like antique shop.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Yeah, super good description.
No, totally.
Yeah, 100%.
It does have a little bit more sourness, at least on the nose, than the first one.
We might find that out as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Very good.
It's salty and sour.
You guys are hired.
I think.
Yeah, this is fun to drink.
They're really different too, which is exciting for me. I mean, it's, again, campfire barbecue. When you said barbecue chips, it's the fact that it's salty, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the I don't have to say umami. They're both got a lot of feel and sense. Seems like, but the antique shop is just a classic woody. I feel like.
Totally.
Can't wait to try it.
There's an aged baozhang. This is totally unrelated, but I like to describe the flavor as like an old book. You know, like a yellowed page book. That's kind of the vibe on that.
Yeah, totally.
And that's actually a pretty common descriptor, actually.
Oh yeah, cool.
So you're not off.
I'm not very clever.
You're a professional. Natural.
It is fun. Some dudes or dudettes that I do tea for, they're like, yeah, it's nice. It's kind of sweet. And I'm like, okay. But you guys are like, pulling.
But I want you to tell me
I love.
Which bookstore you went to in New York during a rainy storm.
Exactly.
That's what it smells like.
Exactly. Yeah, reminds me of that illegal bookstore. And
oh my gosh, there are actually a lot of teas that just remind me of this alley, the famous alley in Shanghai. I can't remember what it's called right now. It's like, but like they have tea shops everywhere, and every once in a while there'll be like tablets of pu'er, and I'm just like, I'm not sure if this is safe to drink. And then the merchant would be gone, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, what happened? And then I'd try it, and it'd be like, it's this type of stuff where you get a unique smell, flavor that you've never really experienced until you've smelt it before.
Totally.
And so the lacquer here is crazy.
just as a note here too, we're noticing very similar soup colors.
Yeah.
Right, a little bit browner. And on that third steeping that we'll do, that we'll maybe push depending on how everyone's feeling on it. We'll try to get into even something that looks maybe a little bit more red.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so just to show everyone on camera here.
And also one other background
Come on,
detail
yeah.
for these is the Double Lions is Malaysian stored,
Right.
Okay.
and the Love Forever is Taiwanese stored.
Yeah. So I think let's start with the Love from Paper Tong. And yeah, just
Malaysian being more humid.
Yes. So a little hotter, a little more humid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the types of storage that's caught on a bit in the West. Part of it is because it's so constantly hot and humid. They have less seasonal change there.
Right, tropical.
Yeah, exactly. So
Does how it transport matter at all? Because I assume in Malaysia is way easier to get to than storing it in Taiwan.
I mean, unless you get the tea wet or something, then
It
I
doesn't matter.
think the transport I don't think matters too much.
no, and like yeah, I mean the amount of tea in itself has its own thermal mass of like humidity as well as heat. Dive in, dudes.
Yeah.
Just smelling the chahai. I'm just reminded of why I love this tea so much. It'll be light to start.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. And especially with a tea like this that has some chunks in it still, you'll see in the cup that in comparison to the Double Lion, which is much more expanded, this one on the right here, it looks a little greener. It's definitely more compacted as well.
It doesn't have a strong flavor for me. I mean, it's sweet a bit, but and it's definitely got it still has a mouthfeel.
Yeah.
But it doesn't taste like a strong, like last time it was like strong campfire, strong, you get those flavors.
Interesting.
This right now, so to me, just tastes like, I don't know how to describe it other than like water that is filling. Like it's
Sure.
and it's not a bad feeling. It's like a warming. If I feel energized by it, but it's not necessarily. I'm excited to see what the second steep brings.
Totally,
Right.
exactly. Because I think also it's slightly an unfair comparison compared to like the 4 steepings that we just did in the last one, which were pretty brusque and intense and maybe a little acrid even, compared to something like this, which is
Very
starting
smooth. Very smooth.
starting out
Smooth.
quite mellow.
Yeah.
So we'll have hopefully this one will be an instructive comparison.
Yeah.
So this is the Double Lion.
I'll say at the end of that, I do get some aftertaste flavors that are, like you said, like old, antique shop. And actually, for me, it was like my grandparents' basement. It was like the click,
Yeah, I like that one because you can kind of hold it in your mouth too a little bit.
Right.
Take a little bit of a.
Good idea. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, these are some of my favorites, dudes. Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
In some ways, this is kind of mirroring the last episode where it was a little lighter, and then this one is a little fuller, has the smokier taste to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just interesting to me how much the smoky taste comes through.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Incense, perfume as well, but coupled with that, campfire.
And like I
character,
mean,
cedar was a good
usually
note
when
from
you
last one.
do like soshong or you do something, they flavor
Yeah.
it, right?
Right.
Whereas this is just straight up tea that's just been fermented, right?
Yes.
That's crazy. It's insane how the flavor comes out.
It's true that some smaller factory teas where they're doing pan roasting with a fire will impart some smoky character into the tea. But a tea like this, I don't think is going to have that as much happening. James will probably know better than me.
I don't know.
I
I
think
mean,
probably big enough
I think
production.
there's probably something in the processing that made it smoky.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely pretty interesting. So, and yeah, this next one, I'm going to try not to overbrew it, but I definitely want to get into some denser, darker character and territory. But even with the Double Lion first steeping, it's sort of soft and light. But I'm still getting a little astringency on my upper cheeks and stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a prelude. It really feels like it's going to open up a lot.
Yes.
Both of these are really exciting, honestly. Like it's just like it's like a amuse bouche to the rest of the.
That's right.
Come on.
Very
That's not
good.
that.
Very
That's
good.
Not that snobby.
No, it's very snobby,
come
dude.
on.
Get in there. Get in there. No,
Is
I
it
love it.
snobby?
I love it. No, you're
No,
great,
It's
dude.
perfect. You're right.
Yeah.
It really
This
feels
is
like
your own
that.
GDB, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TBB. We love snobby people.
Yeah, we're lo-fi but highbrow.
There.
Yeah, TM that. Trademark that, baby. All right,
Push
so
the third Steve.
so I'm gonna push this Love Forever Paper Tongue much longer than the double line for this next steeping here.
Okay.
So trying again to get to a sort of equilibrium for both.
And that's because, I mean, part of that is because now we're going to actually, like I said earlier, it just has like a big mouthfeel, kind of like you don't get the flavors yet. Other than the aftertaste,
The other
it's
reason,
kinda
dude,
interesting.
is literally looking in here. You can see, and you know, bear with me here, but these are still just like chunks of the leaves. So it's just actually having less surface area to extract.
Yeah.
So it's going to naturally be a
Show
little
the
bit.
camera. They got to see this. This is fascinating. I mean, there's quite,
So there's still some solid chunks in here, whereas the double line, it was pretty broken up to start.
Gotcha.
You know, there was no real chunks, and it's a very lightly compressed tea. So even just getting in there with a chunk, it just kind of dissolves apart.
I like
naturally.
the natural breaking up of the leaves too with the steepings.
Yeah, totally. And so you're going to notice also the soup color on the right, a little bit darker now. That's still pretty close to boil there. So, and I'll show that to the camera. But we're going to try to get into, again, we're not at red yet, but we'll maybe get there. We'll see. I think you guys can handle the intense bitterness of these teas that we'll eventually try to get to. So,
Try to make it a good time.
yeah, dude. Well, some people don't want bitter, period, right? And as James and I have chatted a lot, well, I've gotten more and more into Puer this year, you have to embrace the bitter.
Right, you gotta grab the thorns to have the rose, you know.
There you go. There you go.
You said highbrow men, dude.
What are you doing, dude? Come on, you're gonna be a regular on the show, brother.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right. So yeah, you can see here now, we're getting into a little bit of a darker
absolutely.
color here.
Yeah.
Come on. Oops. Sorry, wrong. These. Boink. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do Love Forever.
Oh, I'm really excited about this one because, yeah, as I mentioned, I don't want to make it sound negative because it does taste like, you know, umami water. But like you can tell the hint. Like there's like a hint of flavor that is probably gonna express itself here. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, lads, enjoy it. I'm just gonna smell with my nose. I mean, taste with my nose. A little bit of diesel on the nose on this. What do you think?
It's quite a bit stronger. It's interesting because I haven't had your cakes before, and I bought mine so much earlier. So they are pretty different.
Oh, interesting.
Yours
Okay.
leans much more woody than kind of like that cherry cough syrup that you get from mine. So,
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much darker than my cake of this.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Or my
Interesting.
cakes. Of this.
I personally think, and I mean, a little off camera, behind the scenes look, we had a couple of sweet apples,
Right.
like Asian pears.
Yeah.
And I think this would go so well with those because
Totally.
it really would balance out like with a little bit of sweetness.
Mhm.
It has a lot more flavor now.
Yeah.
Which was what we're hoping for, or
Right.
at least what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Good.
It's very calm. Like it's not intense. Comparatively to the other ones,
Yeah.
I find like I can just drink this while I am doing something that is low key. It's just really nice and relaxing.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it. Yeah, I think.
Mellow.
I think, yeah, I mean, it's not like we're trying to rate things here, but like, you know, that purple is probably my favorite so far. And then I think these two are going to rank up pretty highly just because they have so much characteristic. And I can't wait to try the double line too.
Yeah. Nice.
I would agree exactly with the ranking.
Yeah. The purple is pretty great.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm also
boys.
just a smoky fan. Like I like the
Well, I'm wondering if this one can show up.
right.
You know, like
yeah, that barbecue vibe might. Yeah.
barbecue chips.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Put this back on with this. My bad.
They just feel like they're going to be robust enough to be able to be pushed really far too. So I'm curious about that.
That nose is completely barbecue chips.
I know,
Like,
dude.
right when you
Yeah,
open up
yeah.
Lay's, yeah.
It's so fragrant.
You're cracking open Lay's?
Indeed.
This one for me has a nice bite of sourness on it. Not in a bad way, but kind of almost like juice, like wood
Yeah.
pulp juice.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That has like
exactly.
it has a little bit of a juicy character to it. Again, it's not fruity, but you know, yeah. And in part of that character, when God, feels like forever ago we filmed that episode about like getting into puer and picking, you know, budget teas, mid tier and high tier teas and stuff. And I was evaluating this tea, and I was like, man, it's so sour. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. And now I just like love this flavor. And the incense on this for me is just so lovely.
I think
So
you
cozy.
push this even more too.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think it's too
We're going to next time.
bitter
I
at
think.
all.
Yeah.
I feel like you can really push this one, and I think I agree with you with the sour. The thing that I love about this one is that it's evolving and in a good way. Every single
Absolutely.
steep. I know there's only been two.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
the second steep. I really love the flavor of this. I think the purple was consistent, and I think that this one has already evolved even on the second steep. I'm really curious to see how it keeps going, but it definitely feels, as you said, wood pulp sour in a good way. It complements the rest of the flavors.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. So I'm gonna push the love for pepper tongue harder than the double line here, but I'm gonna push both of them a little bit. So we'll see where they end
A little
up.
nudge.
Yeah. For me, it's interesting to hear you say that the yours has a little bit more of the high notes on the paper tongue, because I actually enjoy it for the high notes. I find that it has a similarity to A5, A2 in it's a Dai recipe, pretty famous, in like a mellower, bigger leaved recipe than like the classic 7542 recipe. It's got a little bit higher fruit on it, solid base notes, nice good wood, but I like the sort of sweet fruit that can come from this one. So I'm curious to see how it performs on this next one here.
So far, I haven't got much sweet fruit from the
Interesting.
Love Forever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me.
What about the double lines?
Fruit?
I don't get any fruit on that one.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean, sour is interesting because I never thought I would enjoy sour, but I guess barbecue chips have sour flavors too.
It's like
It's
that
kind of
vinegar.
very,
yeah, it's got that kind of
balsamic, you know.
Yeah.
but it's like not overpowering at all,
No,
which I really
no.
enjoy.
So now the actual leaves have
Oh, look at
expanded
those
quite
leaves.
a bit.
Yeah.
You can still see the double line is quite a bit more oxidized or browner.
Yeah.
And so, one sort of tell maybe is the greener the leaves, maybe the longer they have yet to hang out, right? And also the greener the leaves, back to our first episode, we might expect, accompanying flavors like a bit more floral, a bit more high fruit, a bit maybe some juiciness to it too.
Yeah.
So this what makes maybe the double line so interesting is that it has a juiciness to it, but it's a very basey, low end flavor. So yeah, this is so fun. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do what you love, man. I mean, this is great.
Oh, yeah, you're right though. It does have like quite a solid woody character to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, sandalwood, maybe birch. But it's kind of a lighter wood.
You should take my steep of this one.
Okay, yeah.
See if you can get kind of more of those brighter notes out of it.
Interesting. Yeah. And we're still not the red character, so we might push one more to be like red.
Now I hear what you're saying about cherry cough medicine, like artificial cherry flavor.
Yeah.
I can smell that actually.
It used to be. It's fairly prevalent in my cake that I've had, and I've had mine stateside for much longer than Denny. So
I didn't smell it at all until you said it, and now I can definitely small it. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of power of persuasion, obviously, but I
Sure.
can
Yeah.
now I distinctly know what you guys
Well,
are
and
talking about.
sometimes you have the qualia, like the phenomenological intuition. Oh my God, sorry. Like you know what? You know you're experiencing a flavor.
Right.
You have a hard time enunciating the word that is that flavor.
Sure.
Someone enunciates it, and then you realize that is exactly what I'm tasting, like the
Right.
raspberry note.
Oh, there's so
yesterday.
much of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
in this-
100%.
in this,
And it's not necessarily influencing each other. It's,
Sure.
Yeah, but
I realized cherry cough medicine makes it sound gross. It's more like maraschino cherry. You know what I mean? Like that intense, like, ugh, you know?
dude,
Like,
sometimes it's cherry cough medicine.
Sure.
You know what I mean, though?
But I don't want it to, like, yeah.
Yeah, I think, when you talk about flavors, it's never negative or positive. It's more just identifying what it kind of goes with. And I think everything we've had today, I wouldn't say any of it has been negative when I'm saying the flavors.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Acrid, I would pretty much always say.
Oh yeah.
Like a little
we were
gnarly,
getting
but
into the last episode, the one that we're pushing a little too far. I
Right.
agree with you.
Yeah.
And when you say diesel, do you mean acrid?
no, I mean like diesel fuel. Yeah.
So what word would you use to describe it when it's like a battery alkaline type? Alkaline?
Yeah, licking battery flavor. I've never don't know what that tastes like ever, but
Shout out to-
shout out to my childhood.
Everyone we hung out with.
Duracell.
Yeah, I'm cool, bro. Sponsored by Duracell.
I wouldn't touch an Energizer in my life.
All right, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
bitter.
This is love forever. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bitter, but smooth.
I don't taste the bitter actually. I mean, I get a little bit, just a little bit.
I love the woody on this. James is right. It's not as high noted as I usually experience it. I wonder if I'm like intra session biased by the different flavors we've had. We've had such high fruit already. But yeah, no, I don't get nearly as much fruit on it. Nice wood on it.
It really has transformed into a lovely. Like it went from water, like umami water, to now it's like
much stronger.
Well, it's complicated.
Complex,
yeah, there's a lot of different things that hit you. You first get a little bit of that bitterness you're talking about back of the mouth.
Yeah.
Then you get like smooth and sweet in the front.
Yeah.
And it kind of lingers for a while. It's really lovely, actually. I think after I'm hashtag second steep crew, but I guess third steep for this one is.
And so this tea is like $1.50 for this session, and then the double lion's like $5.
Do we need to pull our wallets out?
No.
Do you take that?
He's like, just so you know.
So just in terms of context,
this isn't a
right?
free video.
Like this, even like this really pretty fancy tea that we're having on the left, compared to like just a crappy Starbucks, on your way to work or whatever, it's still way more affordable.
Way cheaper.
Yeah. And definitely kind of an experience. And yeah, I mean, to your point too, certainly dynamic. And
how far do you think you can push this one if you were to, for yourself recreationally drink it?
So I usually do 5 grams for 50 milliliters on this one, and I do flash steepings for quite some time on this, like maybe up to 6, and then I'll push it.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's
so 6 to 9 maybe.
In terms of how long it will go.
Yeah.
You could go longer.
Yeah, you could go longer.
It's just gonna slowly fade.
Exactly, and it depends on how you're brewing it, right? So if you have less leaf to start and you want to push it or steep it for a little bit longer, it might fade a little bit faster. It's really kind of the dance of brewing the tea. But yeah, typically a tea like this is going to go for like a solid 10 steepings, solid 8, and then you could kind of like take a break from it, come back an hour later, and those next 9, 10, 11 steepings are going to be a bit more potent because you don't have all that astringency built up in the catechins in your mouth and stuff.
It's just, it's just cool. It's like a journey, like a 150 for a journey to like experience something.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It really. That's the one benefit the old ones have compared to the other ones. Whereas I feel like these are a story that's like kind of writing itself.
Love it.
More dynamic. Yeah.
Do you guys think that the average person would enjoy these teas?
Like, do they pass the mom test?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you have to prepare them for like, this is going to change. Like, prepare them for that story, right? Because they might just be like, take the first drink and be like, umami water, right?
Yeah.
That's what I saw, like, exactly.
But like, I don't know. I think it is more like an experience, sort of experience, right?
Like, drinking in this way is really fun for me to talk about tea and to understand tea through comparison, right? And we talked about like how the comparison is the thief of joy. Well, comparison can also be like the amplifier of comparison, right? And
it lets you understand things better. It's like just visiting it from a different angle.
Yeah, and some tea that you might have as like a 7 or an 8 of 10 compared to another tea, it turns into like a 6, and then you have it again by itself, and it's back to a 7 or an 8, right? So it just depends on what you're after that day and stuff like that too.
I get earthy bitterness now. With this one.
Is this getting too strong at this point, or
no? You know what? I think it is very strong.
Yeah.
But I would say, in the back palate,
so good,
it hits you with that bitter, and then 3 seconds later, at most, it's the returning sweetness.
That's
totally
right.
That's
exactly.
As you breathe out, it's like
This is from an area called Bulong that's famous for that.
For the returning
like
sweetness,
bitterness, and just very fast returning sweetness.
It's so great.
Yeah. So we'll do the next one because you guys are still stomaching this. We're gonna try to get like red.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we'll see where we can get.
I just wanted to quickly mention about the mom testing. Like, it's if you prepared people to be like, hey, we're gonna do a tea tasting, I think it's different than if you're like, hey, have some tea with me.
100%.
Yeah, true.
And I think anyone can enjoy this if you prepare them the right way. But I also think that if you were to be like, hey, I'm just gonna make some tea, it's gonna be pu'er. It's a little weird, but like I think it tastes good. Like,
Yes.
it's just that's the main thing is that like it's not like you're like here's something that's an acquired taste.
True, but we also don't think that mayonnaise is spicy, and we all probably like pretty interesting flavors and like a wide assortment, eclectic amount of different foods to eat.
Sure, I think if you prep people to thinking, hey, this is going to be a little bit different than when I say like a Tazo tea,
Mhm.
right?
Fair, yeah.
Then for sure. But I do
Right.
think
Shout
that
out to
it
Tazo.
yeah, we're sponsored.
Definitely not a sponsor.
yeah. I should have stopped a long time ago.
It's such an interesting question. You know your audience when you're serving, right?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a ceremony? Is it going to be just a quick thing? Like, hey, I got this interesting tea. I want to try it out with you.
Right.
I think those are all great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love this. I think this is great. This is, as you
Agreed.
said, it's the returning sweetness. I love that.
Yeah, totally. Very dynamic. I mean, this is where
Mhm.
the age of these teas softens enough of the tea so that you can experience the pushing of these teas and the enveloping or like the changes of the tea as you're brewing it much more much easier. Whereas the other ones like that, the purple and the bawang, it's just hard to have it shift out of that like intense bitterness.
Well, that purple, so that's interesting. The purple between this, we said they both taste peaty, barbecuey.
Yep.
But this one's like maintained a different type of smokiness.
Yeah.
It smells like wood smoke, and it stays there, and it has that returning sweetness. Whereas the purple had like a different type of barbecuey, smokiness.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Much
And-
more peaty, I would say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's more like a scotch.
More-
as you were
more
saying.
diesel,
Whiskey,
right.
Yeah.
And those characters
I like
might,
I like
Yeah,
both
yeah,
too. Yeah.
well, and those characters, that diesel kind of softens.
Over time a little bit.
Yeah.
Into potentially like fermented aged wood.
Something like this, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And I might, if I was to like serve a
Still
friend,
not
I might
red.
start off. I might start off with like a light, or a different tea, or a light young pu'er first, and see how they react to it. Or they're like, oh, this is interesting.
Mhm.
With a smile, then you're like, okay. But if they're like, this is really like interesting, I want to go further, then you can go into this like the dank stuff.
Right.
All this dank.
It can get danker, but
I was gonna say, yeah.
it could get quite a bit danker.
Yeah,
That's
well,
another good
next
like,
time, yeah. Yeah. I've had danker.
Like these are all still like relatively they're not wet stored, I would
No,
say anyway.
absolutely,
So,
yeah. So
Yeah.
you can get into notes,
like
Sina, that are
basement.
totally, or like
Mm.
compost, or like just
Yeah.
garden patch. No, dude,
Yeah.
or like tomato vine,
No,
like
yeah.
Tomato
really
vine, I love
intense,
that.
earthy, deep character. These have like a soft woodiness to them,
Mhm.
and like incense. Some of those pu'ers can even become kind of like minerally.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so okay, so the double line has been hanging out for a solid minute at least.
Oh, we should drink.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the left flavor for Tong, and now we're getting a little bit into that red, but still not quite.
Oh, yeah.
It holds the flavor. I mean, I love the fact that these are holding such strong, like such a good flavor.
Right, and again, that's that reflection of that like insane intensity that you can start out with, right? That then now becomes a persistent, and that's why also these teas compared to like a white tea or a black tea, you're getting way more steepings out of them, so you can
Right.
kind of factor that into the cost too.
Yeah,
It has
and we're
impressed
finally getting into that cherry cop syrup.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. Even with like the way back in the palate, like yeah.
Interesting. So maybe it's just how I
Oh,
brew it at
yeah.
home, like normally, because I feel like I get to that fruit pretty quick.
Okay.
Mm.
You probably, yeah.
Really nice.
It's
And still-
funny. Yeah.
So the bitterness is like, I don't know, it's not too bad,
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
No.
honestly.
No.
And we pushed that one a
No,
little bit.
and like as I mentioned, like that one, it like has that, and I'm gonna say it again, amuse bouche. It's like it like preps you for the rest of the tea,
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
and it's lovely. Like I love having that first steep to prep me to be like, okay, we're about to try some hot stuff.
Mhm.
Some hot stuff.
I would say that is like as red as I can imagine this classic tea getting.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't recommend going.
yeah,
beyond
yeah,
that.
yeah. This is gonna be
This should be pretty strong.
pretty
Yeah.
strong.
Probably strong.
Yeah, that'll be a good way to end the.
Yeah.
End the
And the other thing to note is just like the thickness of something, especially the double lions. You can feel it's just
Mhm.
very substantive,
Right.
in a way that not every
Filliness
tea
in
is.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is the.
Oh, wow.
We've only been saying positive things, so maybe hopefully we'll have something that people won't think we're all just shells.
The last dab.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Mm-hmm. You can tell it's bush, I would say.
Yeah.
It's bitter,
Yeah.
but that
It's
sweetness
so-
comes back, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Maybe a little bit less
Not
sour.
bad.
We moved a little bit past some of the deep sourness of
Right.
it.
That vinegar flavor seems to be fading, but real intense like spice. you know.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely brings that astringency in the mouth and the mouthfeel, but like just deep in the chest.
Mhm.
And
Warming.
yeah, dude. Oh,
Still lovely. I mean,
Yeah,
I can't
totally.
fault it. It's
Yeah.
super.
Mhm.
It is more bitter than I would prefer.
Right.
sure.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
It,
yeah.
has, it does have that
But
returning.
we're
it does-
experimenting.
Yeah.
It does have
Yeah.
that returning sweetness, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, it still persists. Maybe
Right.
not as strong. I think maybe it's because it's just a lot more bitter than it usually is. But
Mhm.
so it's not as good as the previous steepen, but this is still like top tier. Like I enjoy drinking this.
And here's
Yeah.
the thing too: if you just started out first steeping of the first session of the tea day with something like this, it would be so gnarly. We've built up to
Mhm.
this, right? And
Right.
so now we're more familiar with where we're coming into these flavors. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
There's got to be some bacteria or fungus that's making our brain think it tastes good at this point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks,
No,
dudes.
that was lovely. Oh,
Yeah,
my
Yeah,
goodness.
thank you.
Hell yeah.
Nothing was really other than that acidic one for the I think second
bao.
session, the bao
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Other than that one, I feel like there was nothing that I wouldn't be like I want more of.
Yeah. And interesting. So the question would be for the bawang, did you feel like it had something there, even through that acrid bitterness, that would be a promise of something worth keeping in the future?
Yes, I do, and I think how I would characterize it is I would just adjust how I would prepare the next one because I think the
For
flavor
sure.
still comes back.
Yeah.
But then also like all of these, I'd be like I would drink this by myself.
Yeah.
And like I would drink it like without anything. But
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that one, I would maybe accompany it with something sweeter, and it would balance the
Yeah,
bitterness
totally.
immediately. And
Yeah.
I think it's funny we haven't had anything with these teas. They're all really wonderful by themselves.
dude.
But
Right.
even if you were to add something like the fruit or something like
Mhm.
it would just
Yeah.
it's kind of like any sort of like MSG or like umami type thing where it's like adding the flavor enhancer.
Totally.
Enhancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the things that's so remarkable about the double line for me is I'm just sitting here listening and just like still so enveloped in the flavor. of
That's
it.
right.
Yeah,
It
so
lingers.
It's still there, yeah.
Yeah.
totally.
And-
How would you
and
guys?
the sweetness, you know. Is
How would
the
you
over-
rank? What was your favorites? What's your like top three, top four?
I think
Let's do top three.
top three. I think the purple for me is still the number one.
Cool.
Like I said, I'm a big fan of smoky, and
Yeah,
there
yeah.
were no notes in that I was like, you know.
Yeah.
This one, I think the on the left, the double lion is maybe my second.
Uh-huh.
Again, smoky, but it's also got some sweet, a little bitter, but I know we pushed it. you know.
Right.
Third might be something on the first one. Oh, the greenish one on the first.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was special to me at least. Like,
Nice.
I never had a pour that was maybe so green.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's very different, right?
Yeah.
But still, it's
twisty green. Yeah.
totally. And people go and seek out those specific teas as compared to something old like that too. So yeah. What about you, Sina?
Yeah, so I think I agree. All of those are actually in my top four as well. Because I would say, for me, the order would be. I actually, gosh, it's hard on this last one because they both were fantastic.
Mhm.
And I love how I characterize it as umami water at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think that's probably. Oh, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna actually say double lion first for my first pick, just because it is complex. It kind of goes further. I can hold it too. I'll have to hold it. Yeah, sorry. And then the second, probably purple. It's a tie between purple and this one. I mean, I think this one has a lot more promise of evolution.
Huh.
So I'd probably put this second, purple third. These are
Yeah.
all really close.
Yeah.
And then my fourth would actually be the green.
Oh, cool.
'Ause We're all looking for a little bit of green.
Shout out to Imposter King.
Shout out. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think after a while, when you have too much caffeine, you just
Oh,
start
dude, I'm
missing.
fucking buzzing right now. Yeah, 100%. James, what about you,
James, please.
I think mine's similar. I like double lines the best. Then probably the purple. Then Love Forever.
man?
Yeah,
Okay, hold on. So first was
double lines.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that and then
I think
purple,
this-
then the
Yeah.
Love Forever.
Yeah.
Nice.
The purple showed up really well today.
Yeah, purple showed well.
Yeah. I think, man, I'm so partial to the Love for
Yeah.
paper tongue. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. So I'd probably go double line, the Xiaguan Love for paper tongue, and then the purple, I think, as well.
Oh, you went with the double line first. I thought you loved it
No. I mean, that one is
cheap. Is that the
no. It's no. So the double line to me is like very special. So I
Okay.
definitely covet drinking it.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, it's very nice. The thing I will say about that one specifically is the character of it is so unique. that I don't crave it as much.
Mhm.
It's
I
more of like
see.
a once every 2 weeks
It's
kind
like
of a tea.
special thing.
Yeah, it's like it's very specific, right? I mean, it's very incensey. I'm not always wanting that character. Whereas like I have a couple of just like daily drinkers, like Love for oh my god, I can't talk. Love Forever Paper
We're
Tong
buzzed, folks.
and the 8582. They both have awesome low notes, really beautiful high notes, and they're cheap enough that I can drink them and not feel like, oh god, I gotta
Savor it,
really
yeah.
be so careful about this
Right.
one, right?
Right.
Whereas with the double lion for me, it's yeah, it's, I mean, it's still not too expensive, honestly,
No,
but
more occasional.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And again, it's a bit more specific in its character, and same with the ball. Honestly, it's in boutiques in general, they're a little bit more specified to that specific thing, whereas the Dai teas in general, Xiaguan
Yeah.
teas in general, they're just a little bit more.
And the other thing with the double lions is you can, I think it's finally getting to a point where it's more drinkable. Like you could go back 7-8 years when we recorded our first episode with
Dude.
it, and it kind of kicked our ass.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like
We'll
kind
put
of
that
way too
episode in the
strong,
show
yeah.
notes.
Google for it. Too lazy.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it sounds like you're saying one of them's like more ceremonial, the other one's like more of a daily drinker.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. I mean, I think that's hard because when you say favorites and ranking, it's like
Right.
what's objectively good versus what's something
Yeah.
you have every day.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And again, James has a great article. Check it out on like describing your perfect tea day on the blog. And I don't know, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
And so I think kind of in that, one tea day, but also like even a tea week or like a tea month, right? Like if you have enough tea, it's kind of a luxury to even think in these terms, I guess. But, for me, the double lion is going to be something I'm going to bring with friends that I can really enjoy or, once every couple weeks. But I crave it, but I wouldn't want it every day. It's just
No,
too
sure.
specific, I think.
And you wouldn't really pull it out with people who were just like, not tea
Monks.
drinkers.
No.
Yeah.
No, this is not a
Yeah.
tea to share with non-tea nerds. That's for sure.
Right.
I am gonna go run a marathon. Thanks, dudes.
Yeah.
No,
Subscribe.
thanks for having us.
theimposterkingsgame.com.
I just want to add, for all those people out there who don't know, like we all went to middle school together.
yeah,
25 years ago. So,
yeah.
like, split, went our different ways in life, and then have come back here to have some tea on TV. How cool is that?
So find 3 people you went to middle school with and have a double lion with them.
Totally do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to
We'll
middle
put the
schools.
Yeah.
we'll put the affiliate link for the double lion in the show notes.
Click the buttons, subscribe, do all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks for
Peace.
having me. Yeah.
Peace, dudes.